Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Andy Robinson RC, and cheers for joining us today on the channel. Okay then, so you may remember we did a video on the new TD4 body reimagined by Owen from Revive RC. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link to that in the description. Okay, now I have finished the body, as you can see. So it's all done. I hope you like it. It wasn't actually my first choice colours. This is Tamiya metallic orange. I can't remember what the PS code is now as well, but I went with metallic orange. Now, I actually went with this colour because I went to the model shop and local to me, JB Models in Brisbane, and they had some Tamiya paints in, and I actually picked it was like called like titanium it was, and I thought, oh, that was kind of nice. I quite like that. It's not a million miles different to the colour I've used on here, but it's a bit different. Anyway, so I picked that up, brought it home, and then realised it was a TS and not a PS spray. So I had to go back the next day and change the paint. And I went for a orange, which I have been liking a few cars that I've done recently in orange. But I went for the metallic one this time. It's a bit of an orangey, coppery colour. But like that, and actually I thought the spray went on really well on this body. I thought it was going to be a bit translucent, but it's gone on really nicely. I put a few coats on this. Anyway, more about the actual body shell. So first off, a massive thanks to Owen at Revive RC for sending me out one of his reimagined TD4 body shells. I appreciate that very much. I think it looks a hell of a lot better than the original body shell here. Owens addressed the problem with the bulbous cockpit on the original body. He's lowered it and he's slimmed it out and stretched it out further down the body shell, and it gives it a much more sleeker look. And it just loses, and it goes, the whole thing is more narrow across the top of the body there, and it just gives it a more streamlined look, and it doesn't look as bulky. So I think that's worked a treat. Now, sort of from the back end here is pretty much exactly the same as the Tamiya body. Still got the sort of the buttresses there on the back. So the main change to this body is around the cockpit and the front of the shell. As I say, it's all been stretched and lowered, but it just looks so much better. I'm pretty happy with this. Now, it's not a fault of Owens or anything like that. But I was working with what I had left in my stocks really, so there was no such theme as how I was going to make it look. I sort of raided my own sticker drawer really and had a look what I've got left. I'm running low on stuff really, but I didn't want to be I'm always spending enough money on stuff, so I didn't want to go out and buy more decals at the time. So I've used what I had lying about, but I think it works quite well. I think it's quite nice. I'm pleased with it, and I will be using it on this at some point. And plus, it stands out nicely as well. And I think I've already shown this to Owen, sent him a picture of it already done, and Owen seemed pretty pleased with it as well, so that's good. I've not butchered his artwork, but yeah, I think it's definitely a cool alternative to the original kit body. As I said, I'll put links into Owen's Instagram page, the Revive RC Instagram page, and his eBay shop. You can find him pretty easily on eBay, but I'll put the link in. And you can get the TD4 body. He's done a few others already. He's done a reworked Manta Ray, Frog. They're all going to disappear on my head now. The Astute, to name a few of them, but Owen's reworked them. Of course, he's done the Top Fork Roof Scoop Delete body as well. So he's done a fair few. And I'm hoping at some point Owen's going to do one for the Tamiya TD2. Though I do think this may fit on there with a bit of trimming up. Anyway, it's only the front end that really changes between these two cars. But yeah, so what I will do is bring the camera in, we can have a closer look at the body. I've not put a cockpit in, it's just the body with the driver figure in. But yeah, I liking that. I didn't use the wing though, I must admit. I have kept the wing on that I put on this because I've been using this for racing, so I didn't want to take the wing off and change it for the other wing because I won't be using it. Nothing wrong with the wing at all, it's just my preference to use this when I'm driving the buggy. But yeah, so I hope you like it. I'm saying I'll pick it up and we can have a closer look. But you know, very happy with that. I think it's turned out pretty well, and again, I'm super happy that Owen trusted me with one of his body shells. Right, okay, what I'll do is I'll bring this camera over and you can have a look at it a bit closer up. As I said, if you're interested in one of these or checking out other Owen's other body shells, I'll put all the necessary links in this description. Anyway, let's get the camera and have a closer look. There we go. So you can have a much closer look now. But yeah, you can see from the side profile of it, it's much lower. That's the cab on the body. It just looks so much better. So yeah, cheers Owen, I think you've done a grand job with that one. And hopefully I've done it sort of justice with what decals I had lying around. Also, I must admit as well, I must say thanks to my wife, Zoe Siobhan, for actually cutting the body out for me, because I just can't do it for toffee. So thank you very much for that as well. But yeah, very cool indeed. Right, okay, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. Cheers for checking this video out as usual. Please also consider joining us on Instagram and Facebook under Andy Robinson RC. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel as well. It'll be much appreciated. Hoping to get to 2,000 subscribers soon. But yeah, so the more the merrier, and the help's always appreciated. Right, I'll see you soon for another video on Andy Robinson RC. Look after yourselves and take care. See you later.